I live an inspired life. I love to talk about purpose. I think each of us has one. Mine is to help unleash God-given potential in each individual. We all have our talents and our skills, and I just love to help hone those for people who need it the most. I want to live sacrificially so that other people can benefit from the experiences and the skill set that I have. And I enjoy making that type of impact in our communities and beyond.
Shifting from being an employee in a larger organization to owning my own thing, there's a balance between being thoughtful, intentional, planning, strategic, and then also just knowing you're never going to have all the answers. And so this role has stretched me and required more of me faster. I have also grown so much more, so much faster because of it. And getting to do things like this are what make it all worth it.
In 2012, I got really sick, and one night they gave me last rites. They said I would not make it through the night. I was in a 6-week coma, and here I am. And so I say that I am a fighter, and I am here for a reason, and I really believe that was to come back for my kids and my family and to serve the residents of Denver. It's all in service to the people who believed in me, and so I want to believe back with them.
I really look up to my parents because they came to this country with absolutely nothing. You know, we came with 2 suitcases. They showed me the way, you know, through kind of their integrity, their courage, the way they sort of approach things with an entrepreneurial mindset that anything is possible. And that really sort of weaved into my perception on what I can and can't do, which is just limitless. I mean, it was, you know, really instrumental in who I've become.
There are a lot of female attorneys who have come before me, you know, on whose shoulders I definitely stand. I recognize that it was a lot harder, you know, 2 generations ago for women attorneys to be practicing the way I have the luxury of practicing right now. The more representation you have at the higher levels, the better we all are, the better every organization is. And so being involved in all of these things and helping to amplify that impact is really important to me.
I love setting a vision and then really working to help people kind of get behind that vision. I love bringing together unusual partners and really creating kind of synergies that you wouldn't expect. I want to set the example of being a compassionate leader, of being someone that has strong perseverance, and someone that really is concerned more with the difference that you're making for others than for self.
I have always been an advocate. I've always served my community. That's something that's extremely important to me. When I leave this earth, I really want people to talk about the impact that I've made in their lives, the impact that I've made in community, how I have created a legacy of service and a legacy of breaking down barriers for women of color. And so I hope that that's something that I'm able to accomplish.
As a kid, I loved school. And in so many ways, school was sort of designed to love me back. But I also knew that that wasn't true for every kid, and it's still not true for every kid today. And so at CEI, we really do believe that public education can create thriving young people, flourishing communities, and build increasing public trust in public education. And I've been really fortunate to be able to build a career that's deeply connected to my passions and to the change I want to see in the world.
being a gay woman in Mongolia, in Afghanistan, in Somalia isn't the easiest, right? But I feel like what I represent carries weight for me and for my community. So it's, I think, really important that I really push through on issues. What I want people to take away is to really understand that barriers can become bridges. That's what brought me to SEDS Finance. So I'm working with a lot of the populations I used to work with abroad, but now I'm doing it here and helping them achieve their American dream of financial self-sufficiency.
I had such great experiences in corporate America, but when I decided to leave, it was because I wanted to take that body of knowledge and be able to coach other businesses. So my main focus has been on just the right thing that can get them over the next hurdle, and then they can achieve that next level of success. I'm hopeful that I'm legendary because all of that means that I was in the right place at the right time with the right tool set.
My purpose in life is to serve. I was influenced to get into this space primarily because I was seeing a lot of the economic disparities that existed in the community that I was raised in. And it really was seeing those injustices that made me want to figure out a way where I can advocate for policies that brought better resources to communities that are historically underserved. You know, as someone who is first generation, I truly believe that I have such a great opportunity to leave this world in a much better place than I found it.
So when I think about being legendary as a leader, it's about bringing your whole self to work. What I always say is, you didn't hire somebody else to do this job, you hired me to do this job. And what can me in this job do that no one else in this world can do? And that's gonna be the lasting impact that I have on that organization. Everyone, no matter where they are in an organization, can be legendary in their role if they really bring their unique strengths, their unique talents, and a lot of hard work and grit. So I believe we all can be legendary.
For me, the two people that inspire me the most every single day is 5-year-old Anna and 80-year-old Anna. 5-year-old Anna was living in Los Angeles, California with my mom, who had just become a single mom. Really inspires me to cheer on that little girl that was cheering on her mom. For Anna that's 80, I want to make sure that there are 20, 30, 50, 100 other women that came after me because of my mentorship. And so I want to make sure that I'm making both of those women happy.